Hello, mes demoiselles. Welcome to a brand new video here on my channel. My name is Tricia and I'm a content creator. Now, if this is the first time you're here, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything new that I publish every week. This week, I thought it would be fun to dive into a frugal conversation on being a smart and conscious consumer. With the climate changing more dramatically than ever, maybe you've decided to play a more active part. Or maybe with everything that has changed as a result of COVID-19, you're questioning your relationship with material things. Or maybe just both of them. So, based on experts, it has been found that consumption dominated lifestyles or mindless consumption practices are shown to be detrimental to personal happiness, quality of mental health, financial security, and lasting well being. So the mindful consumer is someone who can make a clear distinction between needs versus wants and consider how these choices will affect our community. These are people who acknowledge that his body, mind, society, our planet's health, and finances are precious. These individuals consciously modify their behaviors when it comes to the products and services they buy and consume, and the everyday choices they make. So, becoming a wise consumer consists of multiple decisions over time, choosing to spend on consumer goods and services. If you're ready to explore how to be a conscious consumer, here are a few tips to get you started. Tip number one is to get organized and learn to say no to yourself. Obviously, being organized is easier with less stuff, right? Organized people do not have clutter or excess in their lives. Keeping things simple, neat, and daily is the main goal. The next time you want to buy an item for your home, ask yourself if you really need it. Where are you going to put it? Want and need are two different things. Being an organized person means knowing what you actually need before you go shopping and not buying on impulse and ending up with excess or unnecessary items. Tip number two is to not be pressured by external pressures. Avoid high pressure sell tactics. Remember that it's okay to say no and walk away if a salesperson is buggering you into buying something. Never rush into making any decision, especially if it involves a large sum of money. Take time to think, consider alternatives, and check your budget before making a purchase. Do not let social media sabotage your efforts. Do not let the lavish lives of influencers on social media influence you. The peer pressure on social media is real and can be really hard to avoid if you're active on different platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it. And that is because social media creates a tendency to compare your own wealth or lifestyle to that of your peers. It also creates in you the fear of missing out on a new item, trend, or experience, which pushes you in the temptation to spend unconsciously. In some situations, you might get tempted to use your credit cards and loans to fake wealth for a short period of time and show that you are still in the race. But truth be told, you will pay for it later on and you will end up paying more since interest is added to your balance each month. Just to say that, don't chase down every opportunity to buy, to impress, or to fit in. Instead, focus on what can help you individually in the long term. Tip number three is to learn to say no to your kids. If you're a parent, you might find it difficult to say no to your kids because you want to make them happy and think that spoiling them will achieve this. However, it is very important to realize that by buying your kids less stuff, you can teach them the appreciation, patience, sustainability, and happiness. The kind of happiness that doesn't require material things. Giving them less will help them become better consumers when they grow up. Tip number four is to use your money in an ethical manner. Sustainability and conscious consumption is not just about your carbon footprint. It's all about using your purchasing and consumption power to make the world a more equitable place for everyone. This can mean getting your next coffee or meal for a Black-owned restaurant, buying handmade artisan goods to support a stable income for those in developing communities, buying from small businesses, buying locally produced goods, or even purchasing fair trade products that benefit others in developing countries. All these are ways you can make the world a more equitable place for everyone by using your purchasing and consumption power. Tip number 4 is to keep a budget. Keeping a monthly budget helps you stay within your limits for spending. It also reminds you of your priorities. Tip number 6 is to not let those sales tags fool you. Don't buy things you don't need even if they are on sale. Many of us are so attracted to sales and discounts that we buy things we don't even need, thinking that we can put them on good use in the future. However, in reality, we just stock these things in our cabinets and gather dust. If you really want to save money, don't spend it on unnecessary things. Tip number 6 is to cook at home. Ladies, you don't need a food course to know that eating at home will save you more money each month. How many of you have a kitchen full of gadgets you have never used? Cooking at home is an activity that can make everyone healthier, happier, and more connected. There are so many benefits linked to cooking at home, but today I will limit myself to its economical facet. It can be agreed that home-cooked meals are cheaper than takeout every day, especially if you have a large family. When you buy produce in bulk and use it to create meal portions, it can cost much less than takeout. If you buy takeout for every meal, it might not seem too expensive at first, but the cost will add up and prove to be quite uneconomical. This is why home-cooked food is a better option for your wallet. To make things easy and enjoyable, you may want to start by scheduling a day and time for writing out a weekly menu plan. If you're not a pen and paper person, then you can make use of apps. Not only does menu planning save you extra time, but it can save you more money as well. Planning your meals each week based on your grocery store's sales flyer will help you cut down on costs and allow you to spend consciously. Here are some ways you can cut costs on groceries. First, you may consider writing your shopping list beforehand based on what is in your cabinet and meals you plan to make, food that you know your family will actually eat. Don't get distracted by the great marketing displays. Check out the store's online coupons. Go to the cheapest grocery store in your area. All these are ways you can cut costs on your groceries. You do not need to eliminate going out to eat, just scale it back and use it as a once-in-a-while treat. Save the fine dining restaurants for special occasions such as birthdays, anniversaries, and graduations. To summarize, I would like to say that becoming a smart and conscious consumer might not be easy at first, but when you get a hang of it, trust me, you will reap the benefits. I will encourage you to start today by getting organized, learning to say no to your kids, resisting peer pressure, using your money in an ethical way, keeping a budget, and last but not least, eating homemade food. And that marks the end of our video for today. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, kindly let me know in a comment below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon. À bientôt, mesdemoiselles.